A lot of people have asked me, what does a business development rep do in a modern sales approach? Why do you need a content creator? And what is product marketing all about? So I created a quick slide to show you the breakdown and the main activities of each role and why it's so important to have these functions at an early stage SaaS startup. So starting with the BDR, a BDR basically captures existing demand. You guys have heard it a lot over the past few months from other marketing leaders. But the reason why you need an expert BDR to come work with you is because they're able to help you build the infrastructure, able to build campaigns. By campaigns, I mean different sales triggers, different types of audiences, different personas. You're able to experiment and test and launch things very quickly because they already know how to write good emails and best practices. But you have to try a lot of different things. We have campaigns for people who've changed jobs, campaigns for funding, campaigns for events, campaigns for different personas and titles. Right? These things require a lot of heavy lifting upfront and need somebody to manage and take care of this. The BDR is going to have to do it. They need to have a lot of experience. Also, there's two very important things here. Traditional BDRs have never done this before, but modern BDRs need to diversify their pipeline, not only from email, but also LinkedIn and then social selling and then content creation. You need an area to expand and improve on. Those are one of the ways. And then nurturing capabilities, basically demand gen and business development shouldn't only capture demand. You should also start looking at ways to generate new demand over time and nurture prospects who are not looking to buy today. And I think a lot of the times the BDR miss out on that because they're only trying to book meetings now that they don't convert prospect later on by educating and being top of mind. Cool. So that's why BDR needs to have expertise and do things beyond just generating leads today. Content creation is very important. The reason why you need an expert content creator to come in and work with your team is because they're able to do something called social media orchestration. They're able to tell you where to put your content and how to put it, how to contextualize it to different platforms. They're also able to repurpose existing content. So you don't need to reinvent the wheel. You don't need to create new content all the time. They can use current content like your blogs and videos and things that you've done on the day to day for content on all social media platforms. So they make your life a heck of a lot easier. Content creators should also do a few other interesting things. They should help you launch and build your podcast, and they should know how to maximize brand awareness, how to actually get views, and how to make sure it's distributed properly and that the right people, the right place see your content all the time. It's not about just writing the content, it's about distributing it correctly. Last but not least is product marketing. I look at it as the fuel, as the accelerator to good content and good business development. A product marketer is a person who is able to capture and understand your customers better than anyone else. It's a person that comes in and analyzes everything continuously in order to make your content better and your outbound messaging stronger. How they do that is through a series of analyses such as analyzing your website. There's a lot of best practices here that you can learn from Gab on our team, but you can ask random strangers to come on your website and ask them for feedback. And if they don't understand it correctly, maybe there's a mismatch and you have to rewrite some of your messaging. Competitor analysis. What are you doing to understand your competitors and what's working for them? Maybe there's shortcuts. Maybe we can take things that are working for them and do it for ourselves. How do we differentiate ourselves? These are things that make our lives as salespeople a lot easier, and we need somebody to empower us to do that. There's customer analysis. When's the last time you spoke to your customer and understand like jobs to be done and ask them why they bought from you and learned about what made them buy from you specifically, not anyone else, and what pain they experience and what language they use, right? These are powerful things that a lot of people skip on because there's limited bandwidth and things move very quickly. Also, you need a non-biased opinion. You need a marketer to come in and not have a prior relationship to your customer, right? That's a sales analysis. This is probably one of the most important things in product marketing is that somebody needs to sit and listen to every sales call from a non-biased perspective and understand green, red, and yellow flags, things that you've done well, things that you haven't done well, things that are a bit iffy that needs to be fixed. You need to look into that and you need to see how your prospects react in every sales call and what they talk about. And based on that information, you're able to feed that back into outbound, back into content, and go from there. These three things are very powerful. And when used together, we call it the new way of B2B growth. Hope it helps. Hope you like the three functions. Really important. Let me know if you have any questions. You can ping it down here and we can take it from there. Thanks so much.